not being the go-to guy, like not being Mr. Charismatic or whatever the case is, you know? And so that was a humbling thing for me, like, okay. And that also taps into why I work so hard also. But getting to LA, I didn't have any credit. So that I was on YouTube super early. Because when I got on YouTube, all I saw was Donald Glover, like black people. I only saw Donald Glover and Affion Crockett. And then I put out some videos. Some of those went viral. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. But I know you was doing that too. So you started putting your videos out in college or when you got to LA?
I met a close friend in college, and we would do these things. You know, every year AT&T did this thing called Campus Movie Fest. I mean, this is like really in the weeds, but they went to campuses and like
did it.
Yeah, the best short film on campus would get an iPod Touch. I know, bro, this is dating me. Like everyone's listening, like, yo, an iPod Touch. I'm telling you, like that was like a big deal. And we ended up winning Campus Movie Fest my junior year of college. And I just remember thinking like, oh, bro, like, you know, I was the president of we didn't have a comedy club, so I started a comedy club. We were called Gridiron Gang. It was 3 of us, and they gave us funds. I could book acts to come perform at the school. So like people, you know, we were in Davis. I would call, you know, some of the local comedians in San Francisco. Hey, will you come perform at UC Davis? So Ali Wong came down. This was before she really blew up. W. Kamau Bell, he came down. They were all in San Francisco at the time. And so I became that kid on campus who was like performing in the coffee house and then hosting the shows, you know, like hosting the big headlining acts. And then when we won Campus Movie Fest, I was like, man, this is kind of a big deal. And started to, with a buddy of mine, put some videos out on YouTube. And then when I got to LA and things weren't really clicking, then I met up with Fahim and Aristotle and Asif, and we put together this thing called Goat Face, and we started doing sketches together. And then we eventually got a Comedy Central special out of it. But yeah, that was my first entryway, and kind of like independently making my own little films, shorts. I mean, real talk, that's how I got The Daily Show. I shot my own field piece. I shot my own like audition with the green screen. I kind of created my own little reel if I was a correspondent on the show. So that all went back to college, just kind of having that industrious nature to be like, all right, I have this little goal and I'm going to shoot it and I'm going to put my heart and soul into it and see what happens, you know?
Yeah, man. And it paid off big, man. I still remember, that's actually something I'm about to get in the process of doing, a shooting something. Because some people interested about something, but I gotta do the work, you know? And that's something I admired about you so much. Number one, I remember the day you told me you got The Daily Show.
Wow.
I still remember it because, man, I was like, I don't know if sometimes it could take an outside person to kind of see something in you or whatever. And I always knew that was going to be your trajectory.
Wow. Yeah, I remember you telling me that. You're like, bro, you could host a show. You could do this. I was
exactly. Yeah. You and Tiffany Haddish, I called y'all correctly. I will always take pride in knowing you and Tiffany Haddish. I knew when I saw y'all in y'all element what y'all path was going to be. At least up to this point. I knew Tiffany was going to pop in movies. I knew you was going to be a phenomenal host and kill it in that field. But I remember we was at Marty's. We was outside on the steps.
Yeah.
And Marty's is a open mic spot that was popping in LA at one time. A lot of comedians used to go there and work out their material. Yeah. And you told me like, yo, I just got The Daily Show. And I was like, it made so much sense to me. I'm like, I knew it. Fucking knew it. I was like, they need you. I remember saying, I don't know if you remember that, but I was like, they need you. I was like, they need your perspective. They need somebody from your cultural background to speak on this platform and deliver that type of commentary. I was like, they fucking need you, yo. And from that to what you went on to after that, I mean, man, but that moment really stands out because in my mind, I was like, Hasan's about to be out of here. I'm like, that's...
No, I ain't no Jay-Z, but you still get a J. Shooting at niggas like that nigga Clay. Invested in myself and doubled up my pay.